Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with the UU Showdown Live. We're going to be featuring Mega Sableye before he gets inevitably quick banned. But yeah, my boy Hog passed in this team. It's just standard Spadef Mega Sableye with Wish support. We have Heracross with Guts with the Flame Orb, which is pretty cool. Obviously, but with Mega Horn over knockoff, so it actually deals with Sableye, a Rocker, a Moltres, and a Scarf Hydreigon. So the big thing about Mega Sableye in the tier, and I probably touched upon it in my my video about the drops and whatnot, is that there are very few rockers that can actually safely stealth rock on Mega Sableye. There are only two that come to my mind, and that's SDZ Stone Edge Terrakion and Diancie. But anyway, I lead off with Sableye, get my safe Mega with my Fake Out, and then I proceed to attempt to wall my opponent's team. Scarf Hydreigon is going to be key in this, dealing with Lottie as well as the Blade. Heracross isn't so good because I don't have knockoff or really a way of touching the Blade at all. The Blade is problematic, but a big thing is definitely going to be Moltres between my Z. And a cool thing about this is I'll be able to find out immediately what type of Primarina it is, as he ends up switching out into Mamoswine, predicting me to want to go out to Empoleon. So this is cool because I can just throw off a Will-O-Wisp as Primarina is going to come out. I don't mind him going right back out into his Mamoswine, honestly. However, Empoleon is just the safest play by far, as my opponent throws off a Moonblast. That doesn't look Specs. Is that actually Specs? There's no way that's actually Specs. So I'll throw out my rocks here. If Mamoswine comes out, I'm okay with that. Oh, that's Metronome. Or it looks to be Metronome. I could be wrong, though. Because Empoleon's only useful for this Pokemon, I have Sylveon to deal with both the dragons. I'm okay with this. I'm actually going to knock off the Metronome on my opponent. That's actually not Metronome. Okay, cool. It was Choice Specs. Wow. Okay, well, it's weakened to the point of Z from my Sylveon, right? From my, Moltres, as well as being able to wall it with my Sylveon too. Do I want to risk that though? I actually think it's probably better just to throw off some Scalds here, because eventually it will get into Torrent. Huh. It's fine. Even if my opponent defogs rocks, they're not going to get up rocks versus me at all. They're not in Torrent just yet, so that Hydro Pump is not going to be able to knock me out. And I'm completely fine with getting rid of basically their main answer to Sableye. There's so many water moves. Anyway, I don't see a reason to not go out to Sableye and just click Fake Out. Fake Out plus Burn will be able to knock out the Primarina. And my opponent obviously cannot knock me out. Nice. So Sableye kind of just walls the entirety of my opponent's team with Will-O-Wisp, but Recover, just being max Spadef. This is kind of what's expected of Sableye in this tier. I don't care if my opponent defogs here. I'm just going to knock off their Eye of Papa Berry and essentially getting rid of their main answer to my Moltres, and we'll just Will-O-Wisp now. If they overheat, so be it. I tank it for days, and I literally recover for free. I Will-O-Wisp just in case they want to Volt Switch. Getting rid of their Eye of Papa Berry though, I'm not as worried at all, like I mentioned. And their Lottie is going to come out. I'm just going to start going for knockoffs. Even if their Z move, this is just worth it. Wow, that does so much. Sylveon still walls you. Heracross, I think offensively does the least here, so I think that Heracross is my sack, as they do go for Roost. They better reveal the Psyshock though. Yeah. So are they Z Draco? I can't tell, because Sableye eats a hit. Knock off twice might have been my play, but I feel like Z Draco knocked me out. Sableye will beat the Blade to an extent. It'll beat this. It'll beat you. It could beat you. I'm not as keen on how. I thought this would be Scarf plus Z Hydreigon. It's fine. I force a Draco from my opponent, which is the good thing. Alright, well, I'll force a crit then. This is going to be annoying. So it probably is Scarf Hydreigon. And again, like that was, at that point, that's what I had to do, I think. I don't know what I would have done differently at that point. I guess I had to keep Empoleon alive for that. So maybe I should put Toxic over Fake Out. Mamoswine comes out. I'll just Hyper Voice. Looks like my opponent is Sash Mamoswine as well. I truly do not care about rocks. I'm pretty sure my Sableye is going to beat everything. So I would just sack this to be able to bring out my Moltres and just Z Fly. Z Fly into Flamethrower knocks out every Pokemon on my opponent's team. So I don't really have to worry about Rotom coming in, as it just drops anyway. I'm fairly confident this is Scarf Hydreigon. I'll just tank that, get out to my own Hydreigon, and drop a Draco. Even if they go with the Blade. Like, they're making the plays that they have to, but at the end of the day, it's not really opening up that much of a door. I can actually Agility here and then Roost Stall them. That way I can't get flinched to death. Well, I mean, I guess I still have potential to be flinched to death, depending on what roll they get, too. Because I know my Sableye will beat... Okay, so they shouldn't be able to knock me out at that point. I'm going to attempt a Hurricane. Get him in range of Dark Pulse. Is this the better play? Because I know Sableye will win. But I don't want to make myself too prone to being weak to Mamoswine, as they actually end up going Mamoswine. Don't know if they expected... Whoops. Don't know if they expected me to Roost there or not, but... Flamethrower is still my best play, despite their ability, obviously, as they anticipate me to Roost there. And now Flamethrower basically 2-hit KOs Hydreigon. My phone fell. Obviously, the crit on... the crit was huge, and what I'll do here is I'll just Flamethrower to put him in range of Dark Pulse. And I get a burn as well. Oh my gosh. Not that the burn mattered, but... The Blade comes out. I click Will-O-Wisp because I cannot miss versus my opponent at all. I got lucky versus the Lottie though. So my opponent played their Lottie well, and then from there they kind of just got lucked. That did nothing. Ooh. Maybe I can lose. They can still beat me. Ooh. Are they gonna Sacred Sword? I definitely live Shadow Sneak. Like 110% from this percentage. Yep. Basically, the reason I kept Sableye alive is because even if I lose a speed tie versus Hydreigon, I have the Fake Out to do it. But I end up winning that speed tie. I got super lucky though. I'll be completely honest. GG. But the crit literally gave me that game. I'm pausing real quick, guys, until we get into the game. I have to think about my my games versus a potential Combine Lottie. So I should have kept Empoleon alive and risked my Sylveon on potential crits from Primarina early. So that's just something to think about as we're going forward. But I'll pause it, guys. We'll be right back. Alright, guys. So we have our next game. My opponent will never get up rocks versus me. As long as they live. They also lose 2 Heracross. So if I'm my opponent, I always lead off on Infernape. But the great thing about this Sableye is I do have Fake Out. So I stop the Essential Nasty Plot, which is what I'm fearing. Hey, have fun. I stopped the Essential Nasty Plot, which is what I'm fearing. And because I think that's the only threatening Infernape. Though I think it's much more likely their Choice Scarf based on their build. Moltres and Heracross are going to go in. Heracross just comes in and clicks Mega Horn. My opponent does not do anything about it. So we're going to go the Sableye route. Get our Mega immediately, and see if we can just wall my opponent for a bit. Sylveon's Hyper Voice is really nice. They obviously have their own version of Sylveon and Umbreon, so they can Wish past the Scizor, but very little answers to Hurricane. Then again, that's why it's such a great Pokemon. Oh, and I have Flame Body as well, which I'll be able to work around with. So just gonna go right for the Mega and the Fake Out. They do switch out into Umbreon, fearing the Prankster Will-O-Wisp. Obviously, Umbreon would have been able to avoid that. And this allows me to get in my Empoleon and just click Knockoff on my opponent as they go for Foul Play. It does a good chunk. I'm not gonna lie. Getting rid of the leftovers potentially on Tentacruel or Umbreon really opens up a door for Moltres. So I'm gonna go for that as they bring out Tentacruel. I'm assuming a Scald Burn is something they are most likely to go for. can defog on them too. Yeah, if I'm them, I go for the Skull Burn. So I'm actually going to go for... They get it immediately, but I'm going to go for Rocks because I really want to limit the Heracross switch-ins. They don't really exist, period. But this allows me to get in Mega Sableye. I don't really care about being burnt on Sableye. It shouldn't really matter. I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp on the Tentacruel and wear them down a little bit. And now soon Heracross will go in. I'm assuming what they're going to try and do is fish for the burn and then get in their Umbreon here. So... what I want to do is now that they are burnt, I'm going to double out into my Heracross, anticipating, like I said, them to go Umbreon. And now I am inside. My Flame Orb is activated. Their only switching cannot take a hit. Just going to click Close Combat. No reason to overpredict at all. I have Mega Horn, so I really don't care. The funny thing is, Mega Slowbro actually walls most Heracross sets that are not Flame Orb Mega Horn. But yeah, this is just something. I'm going to kill something now. I have the Rocks up and the burn. Tentacruel is in range. Umbreon dies. Slowbro dies to close combat into Mega Horn, even if it Mega Evolves. And this should mean my Rocks are here to stay. Yep, as I mentioned, I told you, with Rocks and burn, Tentacruel was dead. Period. So that means my Rocks are here to stay the entirety of the game. Awesome. Infernape is going to come out. Again, I'm thinking this is Choice Scarf, but setup could be scary either way. I think I have to go Moltres. As they go for the nasty plot. I don't think Inferno Overdrive or All Out Pummeling is knocking me out. I'll be real. But I'll calculate just to be safe. I'm a Moltres. I'm pretty sure at 100% I'm safe. But, I mean, Infernape is still a scary Pokemon. Like, this mon is scary. +2. ZZ. Whoa! I guess I'm pulling it. Oh, are they thinking about, Hydreigon. Vacuum Wave at +2 cannot knock me out. Okay, so I think I'm... because I'll lose to... I'm gonna Z here. If they Z themselves, I can go Hydreigon and Revenge Kill. I just know that if they get +4, I'll lose to this set. So I have to Z here. They might Nasty Plot again, anticipating me to sack something. Of course, it's also a roll. That's not the roll we're looking at. Should probably import my team again. I'm recording this like the day after I recorded the last part. Mainly because I went to sleep. I was like, oh, I'm tired. Let me go to bed and wake up in the morning. Hopefully this Pokemon is not banned. Yep, they do go for that Z move. All That Pummeling has a chance to knock me out. I do end up going down there. However, I can bring out my Hydreigon and drop a Draco. Basically, if I get a few more switch-ins, Vacuum Wave would not knock me out ever. If I get a few more switch-ins on Infernape, I'll be good. And that's pretty much forced to recover, too. They cannot switch into... I have to be careful about SD Scizor. Yeah, they can't switch in on Sylveon, though. So that's really good. And I'm actually going to go directly out into my Hydreigon because it deals with the Nasty Plot they're probably go for, or the Scizor. And Umbreon is at 51%. Nice. I don't think I could have asked for some better turns here. Like, legitimately speaking, these are some fantastic turns for me. Infernape is low. It's in range of Hyper Voice now from Sylveon, which is very important. Actually, should recover here. Yeah, that's the better play. Polion comes out. I have Knockoff and Toxic. Toxic here. As they go Scizor. Nice play. I mean, if you SD, I can't allow it, so I have to Scald. Umbreon, I think if it gets burnt, it doesn't tank it. I'm probably wrong, though. They don't know I have Mega Horn yet, too, which is a good thing. Yeah, they don't know I have Mega Horn yet. Oh, I have Heal Ball on this thing. What am I doing? I can save my Pokemon. What am I thinking about? What am I thinking about? Scizor versus Empoleon. I don't think that's Choice Band, but that is Choice Band. Okay, cool. So as long as I make it so late game Bullet Punch doesn't sweep me, which is possible by just keeping this thing alive, I should be good. I don't want to lose to Infernape either, though. So I'm just calculating Sylveon's Hyper Voice versus Infernape because I know it's at 76%. Infernape. Okay, so 67. So it's a dirty roll, as in I'm not gonna get it, most likely. But I'm not gonna let it nasty plot up again ever. So I'm gonna go ahead and tie Hydreigon. I'm gonna U-turn here because I need to be a little bit more. Should I pulse actually? That lets me get in Heracross and not care. Yeah. And this also lets me get in Sylveon. So I think this is fine. This is completely fine. Because not only will I be able to get rid of the burns on all my Pokemon, because you're going to protect always. So I'll get rid of the burns on every single one of my Pokemon. Obviously on Heracross, it's a little bit worse. But just getting rid of it on Empoleon and that is really nice too. Especially because you do not switch in on Hyper Voices. And I can just wish myself. As they get in Scizor. I want to go Empoleon, but that's like a bad play. Protect is by far my best play. Yeah, so I can just wish now. Powdon comes out, gives me Sableye. If Infernape comes out now on a double, it's actually better for me because they take the Sandstorm plus the rocks, which means they're basically in range of what I need. So, you being Mega is annoying. I'm gonna get him Big Boy now. I think you'd slack off. Oh, Scald again is fine too. Did you get the burn? I can't tell. Ooh, they're really doing everything possible to get in this Heracross, this Scizor on me. Excuse me. Can I? So I can still win this game, but you become a problem. But Dark Pulse also becomes a problem for you. They can also Pursuit me, and I feel like I'll die to Pursuit. I think Empoleon is my play. They get a nice Sewer Power play in. However, I get in Heracross now, and I click Facade, and I blow something back. Okay, well, this will knock you out after that, so that's okay. Hippo goes down. Obviously, the Infernape is still an issue. That Scizor being at 49 is a little bit annoying too. But my Sylveon being at full is great. I'm just gonna Hyper Voice because they die. They die like 100%. Yep, can't let them nasty plow in my face. Get rid of you. They go Slowbro, they die as well, so they're gonna have to pivot into Scizor. Like basically they die to Hyper Voice with Burn plus Rocks. They might go Umbreon and try and... Are you going to BP here? BP's safe, actually. Sylveon, what's the best end game here? I'm just thinking. Because obviously Saki and Empoleon, they got the Super Power play right on me. Oh, what is this? Okay, Sylveon lose to this. This can lose to this. If I sack Heracross, I really don't want to. Do I actually want to sack Heracross? Yeah, I think I do actually. Because that allows me to get in Hydreigon. Okay, I'll do that play. Actually, Hydreigon lives the hit, so I think Hydreigon is the play. And if Draco does 36% to do, then I'm good. Scizor, Choice Band. Yeah, that's not that right, Draco. There's no way that's the actual set. I'm gonna drop the Draco here. Because Because it hits, yeah, exactly, it hits that. Then they get in Slowbro. I get in Sableye as they calm mine, and then I go Hydreigon and click Dark Pulse, and I basically just go for flinches and whatnot, because this will still do a ton. This will still do a ton, yeah, exactly. They can't beat the. Yep, that should be game. Provided some non-crazy Scizor stuff. I think the best play is just to sack Sylveon. Get in Sableye, knock off the Choice Band. Oh, which it just knocks you off. But basically, Hydreigon would have been out of range of Bullet Punch had I knocked off the Choice Band. So that was like the game plan there. Sorry if you guys hear a lot of stuff going on in the background. I can't do anything about that. That's the streets, man. That's the squeets. But yeah, okay, that was a fun one. Team's a little... Inverted, definitely an issue, and I stand by my play early on. I think... Yeah, I do. I definitely stand by my play early on, because had they not gotten that roll, Moltres KO'd, and then I could have roosted with Moltres on like an Umbreon double or something like that. I guess we'll just pause until we find a game, guys. We'll be right back. Alright, guys, so we have a game versus some Froslass offense. This will be interesting. I'm pretty weak to you, I'll be real. You can be annoying, but I have Sylveon. I don't know if this is Curse or anything like that. I think Hydreigon's going to be really nice for revenging this as well. Yeah, we're going to go the Sableye route. I think always leading off with it and always just Mega Evolving is just the smartest play. And just knock. Yeah, I mean, I have Magic Bounce, so I don't really care. So now they can't even Destiny Bond. I knocked them into what I'm assuming is a Focus Sash. Yep. Not just Willow there. I want to say I keep Empoleon healthy because that's how I'm going to beat the Talonflame. I believe I'll always be able to live +2 attacks. And again, I think this is just a game where Sableye is going to say, I don't care about your team at all. You're not going to do crap to me. There's you. I get an Empoleon here. If they're Choice Band Flare Blitz, it's a little bit scarier. I guess I'm going to have to live this hit. That's just it, period. Right? That's the... I'm going to have to live that hit. They don't get the Curse Bound on me either, which is nice. Rotom is going to come out. Like, I like Heracross a lot in this, but... At the same time, there's like... I don't as well. It's good for Muck, and that's about it. Let him Brave Bird me. If this boy Brave Birds me, then he doesn't have his Z move anymore. Exactly. Or, and if he does use his Z move, then again, he doesn't have it. So this allows me to get an Empoleon. I should be able to live a +2 Flare Blitz, and basically now he's forced to take Recoil. So I get up Rocks. Don't care about you. Sylveon deals with you. I doubt your Defog with Spike type or offense either. Really? With Spike type or offense, you're Defog. Wow. Very surprising. Knock off because it hits Talonflame. Okay, they didn't try to poison me, I guess. I would have been able to. I would have been able to burn you. Yeah, they're trying to poison me, which is super fair, I think. Nice. I'll always be able to live every hit from you. Getting some nice residual as well. Always Empoleon. Always Scald. Perfect. This is what I wanted. Like, I just want Talonflame gone because that's the biggest pivot my opponent has. So that's exactly what I want. I don't get up Rocks in this game, but I get rid of a giant threat. I want to keep my my sack available if possible too. Getting rid of your Assault Vest is really nice on Muck as well because, yeah, endgame Hyper Voice is just about a clean. It really is. My opponent has no resists. It really is just about a clean. Like, I feel it. Now, that damage is obviously crucial because they Volt Switch out of the game. They're probably coming back. But that damage is obviously crucial because it does mean that if they're Adamant Sharpedo and they have Ice Fang, my Hydreigon will go down. But obviously that they need to be adamant for that to happen. If they are adamant, then my Hydreigon outspeeds you and just drops the Draco anyway. I believe it's Rocks Cobalion, so it could be SD Rocks. Ideally, it's All Out Pummeling versus Corkscrew Crash, because like I said, Sableye can just click Will-O-Wisp and not care. Sableye's gonna take a ton from Sharpedo though. Heal Bell would be nice too, honestly, because of my my Sableye being poisoned. I don't want the Sharpedo to be able to protect on me. I don't even know if my opponent's gonna come back. Maybe they won't. I kind of hope they do. But again, like Sableye's main role in this game was just saying, yeah, you're not getting any hazards at all, and being able to knock off and beat the Froslass. I think they led wrong versus me too. They should have led Talonflame, I feel. Though I would have faked it out and immediately gotten rid of its Gale Wings. But yeah, we'll look for another game, guys. I'll pause it. We'll be right back. So we have a rematch from last night. Let's get it. Sableye versus his Primarina lead. He has to lead Primarina. Yep, I'm going to Mega Evolve and Fake Out immediately. I'm going to get in my Empoleon. We're not going to let Empoleon die this time because they have Calm Mind Lottie. Actually going to get rid of your choice specs immediately because that way I can go back and forth between Empoleon and Sylveon. Yep, and not care so much. Wow, that does so much more damage than what I wanted. That actually does so much more damage than what I wanted initially. A big Mamoswine comes out. This gives me Sableye. I eat that up. Throw off a Will-O-Wisp. Getting that on Primarina, like great. Landing that on Primarina is so big too. Just wish up. Eventually Torrent is going to be a little bit annoying, I'll be honest. I do think that my Moltres is also super annoying for my opponent too. I want to say a Hyper Voice here. They'll probably try and get up rocks, but is it worth taking the damage? So like Sableye beats Hydreigon because I know they're Scarf. It's Calm Mind Z Lottie. It beats Rotom. I'll tank the Earthquake because I'm Fizz Def. I think it's way better to actually just weaken Mammal. As they unfortunately miss Ice Crash. It's pretty big because they could have flinched me. But getting rid of Mammal is awesome because that means my opponent gets up no rocks, and at the same time my Sylveon's at 95%. The Blade is going to come out. Going to give me a free Moltres. If they do attack me, they can get Flame Body. As they get in Lottie. I'm going to get in my Empoleon here. Just want to see if I live a Z Draco. Oh, that's a Latios. Get that out of here. +1 Z. Yep, always. So Toxic is my best play. As they go to Blade to Scout. Really nice. But still gives me Moltres as a pivot. Like I learned from this guy. I'm not gonna throw away everything. Even if he doubles here, all he's doing is giving me HP on my Pokemon. I still have Sylveon at full as well, so. I'm gonna actually trade my Sylveon for this Primarina because this pivot into this Pokemon is so annoying for me. It really is. And I still wall Hydreigon. I still wall the Blade. I'm not worried about either. So I think that was just the correct trade there. And Sylveon, I'm putting in a lot of work, getting rid of Primarina and the Mamoswine. Latias comes back. Always going Empoleon, who is slowly but surely gaining HP. And we Toxic. There's a Z Draco, which I'll be able to eat. No crit either. Nice. And we missed the land. Okay. Huh. I think that just is what it is. I don't think I can do anything about that. I think I'm gonna lose now. Actually, without the Z Draco, I think I just spam knockoff versus my opponent's team. But yeah, I can lose to Lottie now. That's definitely annoying, but that's deserved because he missed an attack as well. Just recover and don't care. Getting rid of your Papa is really nice too. Obviously, getting Will-O-Wisp off on Blade is nice as well. He's trying to get in Lottie. He's trying to get in Lottie here, which makes a ton of sense. But I go Sableye and I spam knockoff until Hydreigon gets to come out. Because I eat that up, yep. I spam knockoff, and this will do around 53%. 46, that's fine too. Oh my gosh, Sableye, you go. Dude, 71 to 20. Mega Sableye is incredible. Good game. Hey, Mega Sableye is absolutely incredible. That's a great way to end it. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on Mega Sableye in the tier. It's going to be quick banned anyway today, most likely, or before this weekend. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, Hog, for the team. Goodbye, my friends.